Hey guys, I'm Chad Stelly with Acoustic Sounds, and here to talk about equipment. And it's not the normal equipment that I normally discuss. What we have here today is a collection of gear that I think Acoustic Sounds has been collecting for about 6 years now. A lot of it came from the Brad Spears collection in Sherman, Texas. Brad was a big collector of music, and he bought a lot of deals from a lot of our competitors. And loudspeakers, preamps, power amps, you name it, turntables. So Brad acquired a lot of gear. And Chad Kassem has also been doing a little bit of buying. And often when you buy a record collection, there's gear that's part of the deal. So that's where most of this stuff has come from. We've kind of organized it in a way that is very presentable, and that's kind of our objective today. We want you guys to consider some of these outrageous bargains we've got. There's always need. The other day I brought home one of the USB DACs for my television, a sim audio piece, and one of their Moon 300Ds, and it was a nice improvement on my system. And there's a lot of those little jewels sitting in this collection. Everything from open reel decks to loudspeakers, new, vintage, lots of different turntables. And anyway, we'll go through it all here. All right, one of the first pieces we're going to talk about, it's almost like a featured system here because we've got a complete 3-component set from Balanced Audio Technology. These are all tube-based, and the internal audio circuits are fully dual differential, and there are balanced, just like Pro Gear, connectivity between all of these for very low noise, which is important with tubes, as you can imagine. But we've got their power amplifier, which uses very large bottle tubes. Looks like octals in the front, a full line stage, and MC, MM phono stage. And these are priced around, I'm looking a little under $800, around $14, and the amplifier, we've got a little under $1,400 right there. But these can be available together or individually while they last. And also featured is the HW19. I believe this is a Mark III. VPI is kind of bringing this turntable back right now in an updated look. But this one has the very heavy composite platter. It has the outboard decoupled standalone motor, which in this case is kind of the unobtainium stainless steel version, which is wonderful for absorbing noise, mechanical vibration from that motor. It's a wonderful sync, probably the best motor they've ever built. And that comes part of this turntable. And we also have an assortment of arm boards. Right now fitted as an SME that will work with any of the 9 or 10-inch SME arms. We've also got a blank board and a Lin board that are part of the system. We have a lot of source components that we've been collecting, and up on top, quite heavy to get them up there, but a lot of reel-to-reel decks. We've got Tandberg, some Pro pieces from Crown that are more in the vintage realm, and then a TAC 4-track and pretty well-known Revox. That is the B77. We've also got an Iowa cassette deck, which is a 3-head unit, a vintage reverb piece. Surprising how much money these things fetch. But we've got this priced at around $125. It's in beautiful condition. Everything works on it. It's more of a light show. Onkyo CD players, which is a changer. Got some musical fidelity CD player. They're A3.5. And then a number of multi-disc players from Marantz. And they do say Blu-ray on the front. And this is a Pearl unit, which is SACD compatible as well. A couple of Oppos, an NAD AVR with a CD drive on it, a Philips unit for parts, a couple of K-in units. This SACD player is a vacuum tube unit, and I think the drive is faulty. So this is a parts-only unit, under $200. Perfect Rega Apollo. I've got this is a New Force CD player, as well as some vintage Arkham, Name, YBA, and another musical fidelity piece. As we move through the collection, our next feature contains a lot of preamplifiers and digital to analog converters and a few power amplifiers. We've got pieces from Audio Research, Sonic Frontiers, Musical Fidelity. I've got one of the original JC3s from Parasound with the rare silver faceplate. We've got some New Force separates. They're two-piece phono or line stage. And we also have their Class D amplifiers also. Some really nice dual chassis remote power supply units from Clear Audio, and also an Alnick piece, which has both high and low gain MMMC capability. Esoteric, AccuVox, Arkham, PS Audio, the musical surroundings, Michael Yee DAC, which is a really musical piece. Cambridge Audio preamp, Audible Illusions, Hafler, Vincent, Carry Audio, and also a full-featured preamp from Musical Fidelity with a lot of digital connectivity, as well as some headphone amplifiers from K-in, their EL84-based transformer output unit, and the Fosgate headphone amplifier, as well as some Hi-Fi Man. And then I've got a Graham Slee with an outboard power supply, as well as a Denon head amp tossed in there. This next section features more power amplifiers. And we do have some integrated amps in here as well, and also some tuners. So we'll just quickly go by. Got a Carver receiver, Vincent preamp, tube integrateds from Jolita, and then I've got some of the Magnums in both black and silver from Rogue Audio, as well as this Icon audio piece, and one from Vincent as well. The really nice New Force Class D amps, and these are a special version that I think version 3.01. I think that's the one that people are gravitating towards. Little name integrated, some speaker switchers, a lot of power conditioners. I've got some Tice stuff, some Furman stuff, Isotech, PS, as well as Audience. So a lot of stuff here. Another staple, the 3010 integrated from Exposure. Really nice British piece. You can see some of the Magnum Dynalab tuners, a Rotel AVR, preamp. So this is just a front-end processor. This is a proper AVR from Marantz. And the YBA integrated, which I believe we have a display issue with this, but it's priced accordingly. Power amplifiers from Bryston. The little reissues from VAS. They're mono amps. There's a little cosmetic on the side of this one chassis, but these are wonderful sounding amplifiers with suitable output transformers, and a little cosmetic damage here, but these have the original shipping cartons, multiple output taps on the rear, and you can switch between different power tubes, as well as triode and ultralinear mode. 5-channel piece from Meridian, and these are rare as hen's teeth, but these were part of the Mastering Lab acquisition, some of the original Sherwood Sax tube amplifiers. Thermonic 200 is what they were called. Got a few of those, as well as in need of repair, some original Krell KSA 100s, some of their early pure Class A stuff. They're pure Class A in that when they're idling, they are cooking. They do get hot. So It's none of the sustained bias stuff that they were doing later on, and some people feel it's some of the best sounding, sweetest solid state out there. Okay, turntables, we've got plenty of them. I haven't counted them all, but probably 20 turntables in this collection. Many were still in the box, so we took them out for this arrangement here. We've got a lot of stuff from VPI, as well as some vintage pieces. I've got Yamaha and Thorns in here, and I'm looking. Pieces from Clear Audio, Music Hall Project, even brand new in a box. I've got an RPM 9.1. We've got a Graham tone arm here, one of the 1.5s. If you do have one of the original HW19s, similar to the one we looked at earlier, and you want to upgrade your 19 with one of the standalone motor accessories, we've got a number of these in stock also. They're in the carbon steel housing, and this one looks like it is the 600 RPM version. And then we have another one brand new in the box, a Rega wall mount for Rega turntables. And yeah, just a lot to see here. I think one of the jewels is probably the TNT 6 hot rod we've got. And it's been updated with the classic metal platter. It's got also the rare stainless steel motor housing, extremely quiet. This one's got a great suspension on it and the 12-inch unipivot tone arm. Many of the Scouts have both the standard smaller diameter Scout platter, and then we've got some Scout 2s with the larger classic platters, which are slightly larger. They can accept the periphery ring. Pros and cons to both of those. If you want to discuss them, give me a call. We've also got some of the gimbaled arm Travelers and also some of the Nomads. So a full assortment of VPI here. Another standout in this collection is the Thorns 160 HD. There's a lot of Thorns 160s out there. This is the HD. I did find this online where it was reviewed by the folks at Tone Audio back in 2008. And this one's outfitted with a special acrylic platter. And more importantly, it's got the SME tone arm on it. And it's priced pretty much with the tone arm goes for. So it's really a nice package. The original box is still available with this one. But yeah, one of the Clear Audio Emotions, and lots of projects. This acrylic project here is also quite nice. They're Perspex 6. You may have also seen in some of the periphery shots vintage Altec horns we have and some of the JBL drivers. All right, the final thing we'll talk about is loudspeakers. We've got a number of vintage pieces in this collection, as well as other products that are more updated and modern that came from the Spears collection. Such brands as Canton, Mirage, a couple of pairs, Definitive Technology. I've got vintage Altec Santanas as well as Valencias. And then lots of bookshelves and center channels. What stands out are some of the Dyne Audio and Focal product, PSB, Active M Audio, Peachtree Audio, Morden Short, some of the little Actimates, but a lot of stuff here. The Rel 510 we have here also comes with their remote airship, where this makes it much easier to remotely install in a surround or a music system. Rels are very good with music as well as cinema. And then I've also got an in-wall, an unusual, this could make a nice center channel for somebody, but it's a little Diapolito piece from Martin Logan. That's quite nice. Some small totems, bookshelves. I've got a one-off teal here, brand new in a box, which could also be a center channel. And then we've got Wharfdale's. These are real light oak cabinets and some of the best vinyl wrap cabinets I've ever seen from Epos here. This is, I believe, what's called an Epic 5. And then NHTs, but a lot of stuff here. There'll also be a link to the website, which lists all the details and photographs and any specifics. And please give us a call. The number will also be listed if there's anything that you're have questions about or want more details, or yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Please like and subscribe for more audiophile content.